place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Good morning, welcome to London vlog number 2. Today I'm going to the Tower of London. I just packed a lunch. I made a sandwich, and that should be good. Anyways, I am going to go catch the train. There's a strike on the tube today and the next couple days, so apparently just getting around is just way more complicated and busy. So hopefully I get on a bus and it's not too busy. I don't really know what to expect. I've been to the Tower of London once before in 2010 when we came, and it was my favorite thing ever. Like, it was the first big thing that I'd seen internationally that was very historical, and I couldn't believe, like, I just couldn't believe it. I think I was 13 and I was just like in awe the whole time, and so I'm excited to go as an adult and remember all the things. £29 for an adult.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow.
I think I'm gonna go to torture in the tower first because that's what I remember. I also got a girl to recreate a photo I took in 2010 when I was 13, and it's pretty good. But let's go.
Me together, take me back where I've been. I want it all. I had a feeling, but
I remember exactly this spot. Me and my sisters were sitting here on this bench with our cameras looking at photos, and there was a lot more people here. I found the bloody tower.
But the feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth, show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to live. In a moment I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bone, I'm remembering the words you told me.
I'm eating this raven. Oh my god. Gotta eat this faster, otherwise I'm gonna get attacked. Well, I was gonna vlog there, but then the crows came and everyone started taking pictures of it and standing right in front of me, so I enjoyed my sandwich and watched the crows.
Its name was changed to the Traitors' Gate in the Tudor period because of the many traitors that would come here straight from their trials up at the Palace of Westminster. There they'd been found guilty of treason, sentenced to death. They'd be loaded on a small open barge and rowed down the cold, dark waters of the Thames. People would gather on the side of the bridge to boo and jeer them. They'd get nervous. Eventually, through the river mist would appear the mighty battlements of the Tower of London. Just when they thought they couldn't get any more nervous, they'd be rowed through this dark tunnel to through these original gates, up these original steps to here. This for me, and I hope for you guys, this is where history really does start to come alive. Right where you're standing now, 4 Queens of England have stood trembling with fear. One of them was lucky. We've mentioned it, Princess Elizabeth Tudor. Queen Elizabeth I lived a long life. Not quite so lucky, the second wife of Henry VIII, Queen Anne Boleyn, dragged up these stairs, taken away by us Yeoman warders to her cell. Then the 5th wife of Henry VIII, Queen Catherine Howard, dragged up here, thrown into prison. Poor Lady Jane Grey, the uncrowned child queen, a bewildered young girl, dragged up here and thrown into prison. Those 3 ladies, those 3 Queens of England, are still here in the tower. They're in the chapel under the floor, minus their heads. And I'll show you where that happened and tell you the story a little bit later on. And now I'd like to look left and up. You see there the outside of the Wakefield Tower. It looks like every other tower from the outside. It is not. The King of England was assassinated on that very spot. Centre of the Tower of London, and some of you may have spotted it already, because there it is. That there is the original Tower of London, William's Norman Keep, built, would you believe, in the year 1078. And all of our kings and queens lived in there for well over 500 years. Queen Anne Boleyn, she's been tried and found guilty on trumped up, made up charges of incest, adultery and witchcraft. Not quite so lucky, the axe falls twice here on the same day 6 years later. This time it's the 5th wife of Henry VIII, Queen Catherine Howard, and her lady-in-waiting.
Is very cool. I would recommend getting one of the, or like not getting, but following along with one of the tour guides. I learned so much. The first 30 minutes I was here, I was just wandering around. I kind of forgot what this was. And then when I started following along with one of the groups that were doing like a free walking tour, and then I started to remember and like learn things I can't even describe. It's just crazy, the history and how cool, like how old it is, 1,000 years old, some of this stuff. And like 3 queens were executed here, and like the last execution was of a German spy in 1941. That was the last execution that took place here. Yes, wait, what are some of the other facts that I learned? The White Tower was built over 900 years ago. That's this tower. At the start of a 100 Years' War between England and France in 1337 and 1453, King Edward III needed plenty of skilled soldiers, so he banned football to make men concentrate on practicing their archery. I thought that was funny, or interesting. Okay, oh, there's a spider on me. Okay, bye. Hello guys, it is a couple days since I last saw you at the Tower of London. Today my parents get in, they get in like 2 hours, and then they're going to their hotel. Shayla and I are going to meet them there, and then we also have a dinner tonight at one of our family friends. One of my dad's friends lives in London, and his daughter actually goes to school on Vancouver Island where we live. Really good, I'm really excited. We're going over there for dinner. We're going there for like a little barbecue, and then tomorrow is his actual party. So Shayla and I are going to go to my parents' hotel and then to the barbecue. I have to do a couple things though this morning. I kind of want to find a summer dress, like a short one, because I didn't bring one because I didn't really like any of the ones I had at home, so I didn't bring a summer dress. So I want to go find a cute little summer dress if I can that maybe I could wear tomorrow. Let me show you what I got. I got this cute little dress. It's actually exactly what I wanted. I wanted like a spaghetti strap one that's just like a cute little summer dress. And then I got this one, which I also wanted because I've been obsessed with the look of the little sleeves recently. And then you know how I also want, well, you might not know this, but I also just wanted a regular like t-shirt that wasn't cropped. So this is the t-shirt. It's just like regular. It's really soft. We just had a great time at birthday dinner. The food was amazing. It was really fun. It's good to see Alfie and Jake. I haven't seen them in 5 years, and it was just really nice. Also, you probably heard me talk about the lady who inspired this whole trip, and she's his wife. And I was telling her today, I'm like, you know how I'm going traveling for a year? It was fully inspired by you when you were telling me in 2016 about your travels by yourself around the world. And she was like, oh my god, that's amazing. So it was really cute. And it was like, she was the one who told me, who even got this idea in my head that it was possible. And here I am 5 years later just doing it. Anyways, I'm tired. We are going to, well, actually, I don't know if I should say his name. Why not? Because I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, he's a professional here. He probably doesn't want to be included in the video. Well, maybe. Well, I don't know. Okay, Shayla and I are going to a birthday party of our dad's friend. Bianca's going out with her friends. My hair's soaking wet because I just showered. But today we went to Greenwich Park. Went up to the Bill's for dinner. Bianca joined us. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really good. And it was a good day. We saw the meridian where time starts, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like 0 degrees. And what else did we do? We went to the observatory. Yeah, observatory. Oh, we went to the astronomy photographer of the year, and that was so cool. Oh yeah, that looks so cool. You should go there. I saw pictures. Yeah, I should go there. Next stop. Anyways, we're trying to rush there now because we're quite late. Update 8:05. Yeah, we're like quite late. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah, you can't see it here. Hi guys, I have a very exciting day today. I'm going to Bletchley Park, which if you don't know, it's where all the code breakers were in World War II, and that's where they stayed, was at Bletchley Park, and it's very like, it was top secret for a very long time. And the reason I'm going here is because I read the book The Rose Code, which is based there, and it was just like amazing. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. So I'm so excited. I'm going here with my parents. I'm just in the train bathroom right now. Honestly, very hungover because last night was fun and we were up till like 4 in the morning and we've got a late start to the day, but at least we're still going. But I'm so excited. I was really hoping to feel more energized, you know, but last night was just very fun. I've never been to something like that. It was like very fun. And it's like an open bar party at this cool bar. It was just a great time and had so much fun. So yeah. But on the train now, hopefully we'll be there in about 20 minutes. And yeah. Bletchley Park is one of my favorite museums. It was a top secret code-breaking facility during World War II. It employed around 9,000 people on site and 75% were women. The information supplied by Bletchley Park provided crucial information for many battles throughout the war, including D-Day. It estimated that codebreakers helped shorten the war by 2 years. Winston Churchill described the codebreakers as the geese that laid the golden eggs and never cackled. These are the only people that knew about Bletchley Park's code-breaking work. Just these.
It's dawn, and thousands upon thousands of Allied soldiers are standing in landing craft, heading for the beaches of Normandy. Their officers have told them what they'll be facing. Almost exact details of the defenses they're attacking and how they're going to beat them. But how do they know that? The answer lies a long way from the front line. But victory on that front line, in fact, victory in Europe, depends on it. Codebreakers like Gwen Watkins, Mavis Beatty, as well as machine operators, analysts, and communications staff. Bletchley Park may not have broken all, or even most of the enemy's signals, but every message showed a crucial part of the jigsaw.
There were 6 steps that were needed to break the German codes. Each step had a team of people working on that part, oftentimes not knowing how significant their work was in the grand scheme of things. But each step was crucial in the overall code-breaking process. Step 1. Intercept enemy radio signals. Morse code was used to send enciphered messages over the radio. The messages were copied down from Britain's top secret bases around the world and sent to Bletchley Park. Step 2 was to work out how the messages have been encrypted. Codebreakers looked carefully at the messages and used brainpower, intuition, and machines to break the day's ciphers, aka figure out how the message has been encrypted. This was the most difficult step. They needed faster ways to work through the billions of settings, so they invented machines to help them do this, including the world's first electronic computer. Step 3. Decipher. Once a cipher had been broken, set teams of people were to decipher all the messages received that day. Once they figured out the settings for the encrypted messages, they adjusted the settings on the Type-X machines and then would print out the deciphered messages. Step 4. Translate. Messages were in many languages. Teams of translators turned them into English. Some of the codes were impossible to decrypt without the knowledge of the language being used. Some codebreakers had to learn new languages, like Japanese. Once they were in English, experts would assess how important they were. Step 5. Cross-reference. This was to see if anything in the message relates to other facts they knew, to help build a bigger picture of what the enemy is doing. Step 6. Send the top secret intelligence you've uncovered. The codebreakers themselves did not decide how to act on them. Each complex cipher that the enemy had used had their own codename to prevent the enemy from finding out their ciphers had been broken. Bletchley Park's reports were often made to look like they'd come from spies working abroad. Anyways, so much cool stuff happened at Bletchley Park, and I highly recommend visiting this museum. So interesting, and I loved it. We visited Windsor Castle a couple days ago, and it was amazing. Going into it, I had no idea what to expect. My sister organized the trip, so I had zero prior knowledge to what went on at Windsor. All I knew was that the Queen currently lives at Windsor Castle. Windsor is a town west of London, and it took about an hour to get there on the train. You can wander around the cute markets of Windsor or tour the castle. We toured the inside of Windsor Castle, and that was amazing. Unfortunately, no photos were allowed, so you'll just have to come and see it for yourself. I was truly blown away, and I also highly recommend this day trip.